As in Utah, when I was a boy, everybody knew what a downwinder was. We were the anti-nuclear capital of the world. I was an autistic kid. My father was a drafted United States Marine, an incredible man. I come from an incredible family. My uncle stood on Omaha Beach on D-Day. I grew up on a huge ranch out by the lake. He was a beautiful, incredible person.
I'm here.
He was at Pendleton, combat ready, and they were human guinea pig. They were marched into the trenches in Nevada. They're called atomic veterans. He nearly died at the blast. Between 1951 and 1968, we had 300 open-air tests. Well, as different scientists started to write about this, Wallace Stegner was at the University of Utah at the time. I got to know him. Edward Abbey was hanging around there. I got to know him. I got to know all these environmentalists, and I was an environmentalist. And it was a passionate, intense subject matter there.
All nuclear fighters, all hands on deck, all hands on deck, all hands on deck. All nuclear fighters, all hands on deck, all hands on deck, all hands on deck. They'll be calling you a radical. Plumegate, 311, whatever you want to call it. I call it Pacific genocide, whatever. It's fucking giant conspiratorial across all demographics. All nuclear fighters, all hands on deck, all hands on deck, all hands on deck. They'll be calling you a radical. All nuclear fighters, all hands on deck, all hands on deck, all hands on deck. Plumegate, 311, whatever you want to call it. I call it Pacific genocide, whatever. It's fucking giant conspiratorial across all demographics. They'll be calling you a radical. May God have mercy on all of your souls.
Nuclear power was evolving. We were promised, oh, this can't happen. It will never happen. We cannot have a meltdown.
Well, good morning. We got a lot to talk about panty painters, the whole fake anti-nuclear establishment. I see they're in full freaking propaganda mode. You know, every time I get a little down, they like to kick me when I'm down. They know when, you know. So I had a little health setback. You know, they say 5 years for a reason. You know, 4 years. I got sick 2 days ago. I just quit just like it formed in my guts before. You know, some boom on my elbow really fast. Just boom, happened like that. It's hardcore. So, you know, very, very scary. Very scary. I mean, anybody's a cancer survivor. Anybody who's in the fight, they know. I mean, panic. No, I mean, reality. Panic is a normal emotion. Sometimes we should panic. We should have panicked when Fukushima happened. You know, we've all, well, panic's there for a reason. It's just like anger. Anger's a real emotion. It's there for a reason. The evolution of the human species for millions of years. Then boom, nuclear. Wow, no chance to freaking evolve from that. We talk about the panty painters and the fake activists. You know, talk about a little bit about Westlake. Talk about flooding on the Mississippi. You remember the record flooding in 2011? On in Nebraska, you know, we got up there in Minnesota, we've got Callaway right there, which is a catastrophe. You know, and then the one we got down there in Louisiana. How about that one? How about that one? They had to move all the alligators earlier this year. Did you know that? Yeah, the water's too hot for them. There's only so much water on Earth. Okay, this is the fairy tale of the so-called anti-nuclear. Excuse me, the climate change, the environmentalist movement, this is how fucking pathetic they are. You know, is the atmosphere heating up? Fuck yeah, it's heating up. Anybody that doesn't fucking think that's like saying fucking the emperor has no fucking clothes. Now, what's heating it up? Let's get real. 400 nuclear reactors boiling the Earth's water over and over and over and over. There's only so much. You know how much water these reactors suck in and put out? All of it. Do you know what comes out of the top? Okay, so it comes out 20 degrees colder, or excuse me, hotter out than it goes in. Just that much right there. But let's remember, that steam off the top, okay, so the steam off the top, you know how fucking hot that steam is? I want you to take your pan, put some water in your fucking pan, put it on the stove, turn it on high. Because that's what nuclear, I mean, fucking nuclear, what a joke. What a fucking joke, though. It's just a big cash cow. They turned on the faucet on the Manhattan Project and everything. It just shows you the whole nuclear industry is nothing but a bunch of fucking liars. They don't give, this country, if you haven't woke up and you have this pyramid scheme in this country, anybody will do anything for fucking money and fame. Anything. Joel C. Jesus died so I could be, I mean, anything. These lying hairspray, passive-aggressive, masquerade fucking parties. That's all it is. So these fucking people, so the so-called anti-nuclear establishment, that I don't know how this came about. When Fukushima happened, the media runs to, really? Arnie Gunderson? Fuck, we knew he was an anti-nuclear fucking 10 years ago. I mean, Chris Busby? What a fucking joke. I mean, we all knew that he worked for the nuclear establishment 20 years ago. They're not. Helen Caldicott's a novelist. She's a book writer. Anti-nuclear, her husband calls her second-hand movie star. I love Helen, by the way. Helen's done a lot of great work, but, I mean, I was at her symposium. I know Helen. Don't use the F word, Kevin. I don't mean fuck. I'm a carpenter, what's a hammer? I'm a baker, what's a cake? I'm a fisherman, what's a boat? I'm anti-nuclear, what's Fukushima? If anybody who's anti-nuclear is not using Fukushima ever the day and going fucking crazy and going psycho about this, they're not anti-nuclear. It's our worst fears. I mean, I'm going to talk about the anti-nuclear establishment. It's a fucking joke. Because it's called false equivalency. They're not anti-nuclear. And then when it came to that, I'm like, what the fuck? What do they find? Because they know the PR firms already have these people in place. Gunderson, he came to me every day. Every day Gunderson came to me. You know, commenting on my videos when I'm going on those psycho videos in their days. He's leaving comments. This is Arnie Gunderson. Kevin, you're wrong. This is just a hydrogen blast. That's called false equivalency. It fucking literally is murdering us. Literally. Fuck, please. The false equivalency has slaughtered us. It's fucking, they put on hairspray, they go, it's almost like there's some school that teaches them how to talk. Don't raise your voice. When this country was founded on the argument, Hamilton, Jefferson, fucking Abe Lincoln, founded on the passion intense argument, all the way up to fucking Reagan, Tip O'Neill. The pragmatism. Oh, not now. You put on it's the uniform. It's a false equivalency. You got the hairspray on the new wig, from the fucking old England. You fucking talk like, oh, hi, and you think you're on the fucking winning team of your club. No, you're PR fucking pom-pom girl rats. That's what they are. Panty painter, pussy, fucking pom-pom girl pieces of fucking shit rats. They're worse than the nuclear industry. It's like Obama and Bush when that whole thing evolves out. That rat, Bush would straight up tell you he's going to slaughter the world and kill you and he's going to fuck the country right in. And in the Republican Party, I'll tell you, well, for us, we're going to hand every time any bill comes up where it's a total 100% handout to corporations, every single fucking Republican Congress and every single fucking Republican senator votes for it. They'll tell you straight up to your face, oh yeah, we're here to fuck America. We're evangelicals. We're taking the world with us, and we're here to fucking hand everything over to them. We're going to fuck you. They'll tell you that. We should tell you that. I'm a dumb fucking idiot fucking cocaine fucking addict who's, used to snort cocaine at Camp David. Fucking alcoholic fucking Cheech and Chong. Man, I used to be all fucked up on the dope. Now I'm all fucked up on the Lord, man. He'd tell you that. They'd tell you. But then you got the fake left. Oh, hi, it's called false equivalency. Barack Obama, the hardcorest neocon, far-right fucking corporatist fucking globalist that ever walked. Yeah, you heard me right. Look, okay, let's talk about Obama. Okay? Betrayal on Balco. Uncle Tom on Balco. Liar. Fucking one of the greatest liars who ever lived. Okay, not the worst, and you hear me on this, not the worst president or leader in world history to the environment, the worst human being in the history of mankind to the environment. One, BP. When the BP spewed, I had my buddy in the Navy's college, the Navy has 100% ability to go in there and bomb that thing shut immediately. He totally 100% protected British Petroleum and allowed British Petroleum to seal off the fucking public, that's right, public beaches all along. They fucked everybody in the settlement, by the way. The same fucking attorney who fucking chopped up the settlement in the 9/11 and chopped up the settlement, he's the same guy. He's a fucking rat, too. They, you know, the bankers' families got millions. The janitor got 12,000. They fucked everybody. They sprayed disbursement on the Gulf for fucking years. Slaughtered it, all to protect BP. Obama did nothing. What about the methane leak in fucking California? What about that lake? You know, it's been going on since October. You don't think you call the National Guard? You don't think you call the United States military and they can handle that? Oh, fucking heck, they could. No, he's protecting the whores that are raping the earth. This fucking puppet. He's protecting his owners. He's Uncle Tom on Balco. He's protecting his slave owners. He's a bitch on a leash. I mean, true bitch. Then the crowning jewel. What about his crowning jewel for time and all eternity, his legacy? The cover-up of Fukushima. The greatest ecological catastrophe in fucking human history, bar fucking none. The greatest cover-up in human history, the greatest fucking orchestrated Dr. Pony showing. Nothing conspiratorial about this. Right in your face. Everybody knows the fucking truth. It's just like you talk to people in California for 4 years or whatever about Fukushima, they look at you like they're hypnotized. You just drool. They can't have it. I mean, people tell me, I can't have the conversation about your cancer, Kevin. It's too hardcore. Yeah, if you've been in a bone marrow transplant, you'd fucking know how hardcore it really is. People have no fucking clue how hardcore it is. It's fucking ugly. I'm here to tell you. It's so fucking brutal. I think back on it. I was thinking driving to the hospital the other night. It's like, fuck, is it, I was thinking it probably was back. Kind of panicking. Yeah, very nervous. I'm like, fuck. Am I just going to say fuck it and die, or am I going to go through the whole fucking routine again if they tell me it's back? I remember telling myself on the way down there, I'm like, I can't go through this again. I mean, I'm a strong dude, but it's taken so much toll on me. The fight's been so fucking brutal and hardcore. It's stole my life. I focused, my anti-nuclear activism and focus, but I mean, I've been so militant fighting cancer one day at a time. It destroyed me financially, socially. I mean, it took so much away from me. But, it's enlightened me in other ways. But it's heartbreaking. And I was like, fuck. I don't know that I can do it again. And I'm very strong. It's that hardcore of a fight. I mean, I know. Fucking put the stent in your fucking spine. Fucking into your jugular vein. Put the fucking Kickman line in you. Fucking bone marrow biopsy after bone marrow biopsy after bone marrow biopsy. I mean, it's amazing how many bone marrow. I mean, I want everybody to look up a bone marrow biopsy. They don't numb you. They don't give you any painkillers. I told them down there, I says, Mike, I have one goal in life. And I got to see, like, the tech. They actually had to do an x-ray on me, believe it or not, which, they've been afraid to do that. He's like, God, I remember you from the bone marrow biopsies, because he used to cyst on them. They're so fucking wicked. I says, my goal in life is to never have another bone marrow biopsy. And it's not, they're brutal. I mean, they lay you on your fucking stomach, they get up on your back, and then they go right through the flat part of your hip bone. And they dig into that fucking hip bone, they go through the bone, do a little hook up into the hip, into the bone marrow, and then pull fucking bone marrow out. They are motherfuckers. I've had so many of them, I got scars across back there from them. It's the only way they really know. It's the only way. The blood works can tell so much. But, it's a scary fucking gig. Because it happens so fast. That's the way these fucking cancers happen. That's what people don't understand. A little blurry vision in one eye, a little fucking, little tickle in your stomach. In the morning, by afternoon, full blown out fucking puking fucking bowel movement out of your fucking mouth, fucking being told in the same 24 hours that you're going to fucking be dead within 2 months. Oh, I've been there. That's how this fucking thing plays. And people want to say, oh, fuck, there's a cure for cancer. No, there's not. Fuck, we're going to go take some apricot seed. No, this mows you down. So you're hit by a fucking truck. You don't even know. That's how fucking it works. The treatment's so fucking horrible and so fucking hardcore and so fucking brutal. You can look at the videos. I mean, this patent destroyer, look at me. I mean, look at those videos. Fucking 50 pounds lighter. I mean, my God, sucked up to nothing, clinging on to fucking life, fighting my fucking ass off. In the same time, putting up with rats and fucking trolls and panty painters. Fucking, I mean, you would believe it. I mean, I think about it. It just showed me what a hater, evil fucking world we live in. Here, they can see online that I'm in the fucking throes. I'm all but fucking dead. They can see it. I mean, these fucking PR rats are going at me fucking, oh, you took chemo, hope you die. You know, people root for me to fucking die. Including that fuckhead Busby. They wanted me to die because they work for the nuclear industry. They're afraid of me. You know, it's like EcoWatch comes out with that fucking nice piece the other day and calls them these nuclear gypsies, which is such a slur and such slander. They were in my room. A lot of these places were in my room. You know, get media requests, different fucking interviews with her, and then they all back out. My doctor knew. He says, yeah, this was a compelling story. As long as you were going to die, they thought you were going to die, and it would be a great sensationalism. You could have been martyred. I says, I ain't giving up my life for nobody. It's, you know, maybe my kids and my grandkids. So I didn't die. So it wasn't the feel-good story, because that's what it's all about. They love it, just like Marshall, my buddy, in the room next door. I mean, he's in every major publication in the fucking country, in the world, everywhere. I haven't seen one fucking backup piece saying, oh, he's in remission, he got the first HIV, blah, blah, blah. That road leads to St. Louis. I haven't seen anybody do a piece. He fucking died. I mean, you know how old he was? He went in there at 27, went in there with me. His beautiful little wife. I mean, it's fucking heartbreaking. You know, I sound down. I'm fucking numb to it by now. I really fucking am getting numb. Because our whole group, I'm the only one left alive. I knew them all. I mean, Judy right down the road here. Man, I sent her at the fucking store, doing good, fuck, boom, dead. I mean, we think we're doing good, and then it comes back and just, fuck, it's so vicious. You know, and these people are so vicious. And, you know, you're going to play pom-pom fucking cheerlead with that. That's what we're up against. Really? Really? When it's unarguable that the nuclear industry is fucking causing fucking epic fucking catastrophe to this fucking earth on a daily fucking basis. They're heating up the atmosphere. They got nuclear waste spread out all over fuck. They're killing the Pacific Ocean right before your fucking eyes. I mean, dumping fucking plutonium, fucking dumping nuclear waste into the Pacific Ocean all day, every day for 1,800 fucking days. The emperor has no fucking clothes. It's, you know, you talk to people in California about food, and they look at you like they're tranquilized, yet fish consumption went down 40% almost immediately after Fukushima. And it's still down. Well, it's going to be down more than that because the numbers are getting lower and lower and lower. Now, I talked to have whistleblowers up in Oregon. They know. I've never said the Pacific Ocean was going to fucking die all the way, but maybe I'm wrong. Sure not looking good. You know, I always say I fight for her, she fights for me. Because you know my line. She's going to fight back. You are no match. You know, I believe she is going to fight back in a big, epic fucking way. You know, my 2016 predictions. I'm not a fear-porn fucker. Don't you love all these fuckers? So it's just like the panty painters. All these fuckers that are softball. They're all false because they're all paid, and they're all French and French-Canadian. All of them, because that's the culture in France. The French-Canadian culture and the French culture are pro-nuclear and fuck thy neighbor. Look, you go to France. They're so pro, even Geneva on the Switzerland side. I got chased out of there. They're so pro-fucking nuclear. But when you try to have the conversation with them, well, yeah. Oh, it's clean? Where are you getting uranium from? Fuck thy neighbor. They don't give a fuck. Where are you putting your waste? Fuck thy neighbor. So you're on the river. One side, wee. Go to the other side, 99999. They don't give a fuck. Fuck thy neighbor. Nuclear, the French-owned government fucking thing, big bailout. I was at the UN on the 200th anniversary of fucking Waterloo when the fucking CEO of Arriva shows up. He showed up, you know, I'm like, I told Sandra, we're protesting in Vienna at the IA, right at the UN headquarters. I said, look who's on the fucking, look who this is. You know, we saw his name on the itinerary. And I said, there he is right there. Sandra's right in his face. That's the CEO, the head of the French-owned fucking government fucking back fucking nuclear country who's bankrupt as fuck. They ran to the IA and asked for fucking more money. You're funding your own death through the IAEA and through the Patriot Act in a big, epic way. In a really big, epic fucking way. Look, it's simple. These rats will do anything for a fucking. They don't care. They're fucking arrogant. So build nuclear reactors in Japan off fault lines. Diablo. They don't care. They don't give a fuck. Self-fulfilling prophecy. I don't even think it's that. I think they just don't care. They're so fucking self-indulged. Fuck thy neighbor. Fuck the whole world. Fuck the future. Fuck everybody. They don't care who dies. They actually jump up and down for joy. The entire nuclear industry. They turned on the faucet at the Manhattan Project, unlimited funds, and they never shut it off. Google the fucking subsidy through the United States when we don't even use it. 48 reactors offline in fucking Fukushima, Japan. No blowing blackouts. San Onofre, they argue with me for years, says we make up 12% of the grid. And I said, you're full of shit. Make up zero. California producing so much fucking solar, and so the Mojave all over, they have nowhere to put them. Because you have these whores called politicians, like that fucking whore Mike Lee. A piece of shit. $600,000 he got in the bank. Look it up. Why he's running? And no media will report that his house is in first sitting United States senator in history to have his fucking home foreclosed on. Got $600,000 in the short sale bailout. While he's trying to cut food stamps for $11 a month. This is the up is down, black is white. This is the phony fraud. I mean, so in your face. So in your face. They don't give a fuck. You know, so they rely on PR firms. The nuclear history has hundreds and hundreds of PR firms. Now, the big one I used to go after was, what's his name, that, you know, West 10, the doctor, Woody Allen's buddy in L.A. He's the guy that had that picture of the pretty green reactor with the butterflies flying out. And they tried even using that right after Fukushima happened for a while, and everybody pulled back. You know, it's not working. Their old PR machines are working, so they rely on false equivalency. So these Facebookers and a lot of these fucking people really don't even know who they are. They really are full of themselves because, and so, Nuclear News does a piece on Dana and I yesterday, and they use a fucking shield. That guy's a fucking pure shield. By the way, you look at the picture of that guy. I can't figure out if that picture's his ass or his face. I really don't know if that's his ass or his face. If it was my face, I would fucking learn to walk on my hands and shave my ass. I mean, these fuckers, I mean, there's certain people that fucking face shouldn't go in or on television. Ooh. Fucking talk about the anti-porn. So, it's one war after another. You know, we just battle and battle and battle and battle. And we're up against so much because these fucking PR rats, and I don't know if they're being paid, but I'm pretty sure, well, I know, you know, Gundershow makes money. I'll tell you a story about Gundershow. And Arnie can do whatever the fuck he wants. And I'm talking about the difference between Dana and I and Canada and the United States. By the way, I don't believe Dana did anything wrong. I really don't believe in Dana. You look fucking threaten them or threats. Come on, it's hyperbole. And you know fucking, which is totally legal in the United States. But see, the Queen's fucking bitches, they don't have a First Amendment in fucking Canada. Oh, we do. My father bled and died for it. My uncle stood on my beach. My fighter pilot fucking uncle. By the way, I'm going to get him to do a video when he comes down here. 80-something years old, one of the most decorated fucking pilots, and threw nuclear tips all over. POW for a while. Amazing, really famous dude. Talked to him on the phone the other day. Kevin, I got to tell you, I flew those nuclear tip missiles all over, and he says nuclear should not exist, not in any way. It's like ICANN, and I'm a fan of ICANN. They do good work, but they won't talk about Fukushima. So that's like I'm a carpenter, what's a hammer? I mean, if you're not talking about Fukushima, Fukushima is the greatest catastrophe, and it's not just, you know, let's plowshares making rice. See, a lot of people don't know this. A lot of people don't know this, but I've been involved so long. Madeline Rice was truly anti-nuclear. That's my mom. You know, you want to talk real anti-nuclear? How about Freedom Eisenblau? This is about results. How about Kerry Dixon? You either kill Black Fox or we will kill Black Fox. Just a school teacher. She just passed away not too long ago, a couple of years ago. I mean, John F. Kennedy. How about Rachel Carson? You know how fucking intense these people were? Well, they didn't fuck around. So why do you think we've lost? They put fucking JFK blown away. What else do I have to say? They don't play fair. Why the fuck do we play so fucking panty pants? Well, we don't. Because there are nobody. Everybody's afraid to stand up, and I can see why. Do what I do. What kind of attacks I'm under? You wouldn't believe. Fuck, you should see the emails. I mean, physical attacks. I've had a gun pulled on me fucking twice. One right in my face. I mean, these fucking people are, you know, and they play on the fucking ignorant to do. Look, I remember in the early days I refused to do fucking interviews. I've been fucked off because I've been fighting with the media for years because They're hijacked, and they just fucking crop us and fuck us. You know, they've been fucking us for years. We know who owns them. Nuclear Broadcasting Cancer, which is the nuclear industry, which is 400 different, which they have names and addresses. I name them. You know, these people that run the fucking world. The Koch brothers, you know, we go on and on. They run the fucking world, and we just keep feeding them. You know, Lady Judge, don't you love her? Barbara? You know, don't you love these people? I mean, so you got these fucking billionaire, gazillion, IEA, the IOC, all these people that fucking corporate board directors, the Walton family, they're in the new club, you know, all of them. This just, I mean, they just feed these fucking rats. So I says, I won't do interviews. Phone ball, fuck off. You know, because I know what they do with me. They're not going to hear my shit. They're going to crop it and chop me and fuck up my message. Fuck them. I'm the media now. Why do I need you? It's like up at the Snowden gig. I said, let me video, put it on YouTube. Oh, Kevin, we'll get it up. I says, you're naive. NSA's going to step in, and they're going to stop it. Well, I hope it does go up, but I haven't seen it yet. They won't let us. People are naive. How these fuckers play. They will do anything for money. This is big. It's like, I'm at Del Mar opening day, waiting to go into the fucking line. This little short fucker, I mean, this guy's fucking shorter than me. You know, I'm not that tall. I'm 5'7.5". He's got this fucking 6-foot blonde up fucking bimbo looking fucking, you know, porned out fucking chick with him. I'm like, what the fuck is she? We get talking. Oh, I run Palisades. He saw my shirt. Oh, you know, that nightmare in the desert in Arizona. That fucking, this is my wife. You know, because they got fucking gold digging whores for wives. Because you know how much those fuckers make? It's like the Livermore fucking engineers. They're private contractors, $1.5 million a year. They don't do weapon designers, and they don't do anything. None of them work. It's free. So, I mean, you could travel any place you go. We're the Metropolitan. They were there for the opera, the University of Michigan rat, and fucking the MIT rat, waiting for the opera. They're on the John Holden team. Met them. Just strike out a conversation because I wear those shirts around. That's what, oh, they know. They know that they're PR whores. That's all they are. They know they're fucking so, but they don't give a fuck. It's free money. Free big money. They don't have to work. None of them work. They don't do anything. Anything. Think about it at Livermore. What do those guys do? Nothing. They travel. Go on symposiums, you know, whether they're fucking worry about spending their money. They're fucking whores. And they will do anything for money. Anything. They love it. And so you got these PR machines. Palco broke ranks out of Edelman. Palco worked for that industry for a long time. I'll write a whole book just about Jeff. You know, he was dying. Dying of cancer. That's why he broke ranks. You know, fucking sad. And then these PR machines go to work. His own family who's in the PR machines. I mean, the whole fucking thing's a tragic situation. But he was dying. He was terminal. Hello, he was terminal. He'd been terminal for a long time. He'd been fighting for 8 fucking years. Like me and this guy, I mean, you get to the point where, I'm telling you, you can't do it anymore. I mean, we're only human. He couldn't do it anymore. Who could? Who fucking could? I mean, I saw pictures of him when he got sick. I mean, half his fucking size. You know, fucking constant fucking pain. He had a fucking bone disease in his bones. And then, you know, the machines go to work in his, I mean, these PR machines, it's unbelievable. They're based, a lot of them in Calgary. A lot of them are in Canada. You ever notice all these fucking PR rats come out of Canada? That's where Edelman's fucking based. The PR fucking machines and rats. The nuclear industry has unlimited funds. Unlimited. Twofold. Through Price-Anderson, where there's no liability, but the subsidy through the United States taxpayer. And then the subsidy through the International Atomic Energy Association, which hijacked the UN. Now you think about the power and the wealth that the UN wields. Do you know the IAEA has veto power over them? There's over 3,000 employees there. You know, and I was in Vienna with people that worked there for years who broke ranks. And I tell you, I know the guy. I know a guy that worked on the Chernobyl. I know him. That worked on the Chernobyl study. He says, we did the work through the UN on the Chernobyl study, that first early data to come out. And our data, we put it out, and the number was 4.4 million. That was the number that was going to be released by the World Health Organization and the UN on how much fucking thing, which, by the way, they work in symphony. World Health Organization in Geneva, which I got chased out of. And the IEA, they're twins. They're two-headed fucking nuclear snake. So they worked on the study. The data was there. Was going to come. So the nuclear industry didn't like it. So they just moved the decimal. Not one place, 2 places. So it was, he told me straight up, he says, Kevin, all they do is lie. You do all the work, you find all the lake, you go in the field and you do the work like they're chartered to do, and then they just change the numbers. That's the power they will, because we have panty painter activists. We have no media. We have nobody that will stand up to these fucking monsters. They've captured the media. How about academia? How about the marine biologists? Oh, I went into the marine biology because I love the dolphins. I love the ocean. I love the ocean. Oh, really? You love the fucking ocean? I got a tattoo on my fucking ass of a fucking whale. You really love the ocean, huh? Yeah, you do. Yeah, and I'm Bigfoot. They capture them. They're there for the money. There for the money. That's all. They're there for the money. Period. They don't even know how to study the ocean. We've been to strips. I've been up and down all over these places. These people don't do shit. They don't even know how. It's free money. Academia was captured. PhDs are supposed to go into the field and do work for at least 3 years. None of them done any work, so they're regurgitating old freaking work that was done 30, 40 years ago. You go into these academia, the teacher, it's like this kid I talked to, and he says, oh, I'm going to biology. I like DNA biology. I says, if you're into biology, and you're not screaming your head off and going freaking all in, Fukushima, you're a fool. I mean, it's changed the DNA and biology of everything, nuclear. It's only been around for 70 years. So, what are these for? The fight is the fight. It's the reality. I mean, you can fucking softball this all you fucking want. It doesn't matter. The emperor has no fucking clothes. You know, it's similar to the antebellum South as far as the dogma goes. You know, do you know in the antebellum South that the slave owners, which were all funded by the Queen, they don't, in England, over there, they don't call it Civil War, the Textile War. They were all funded by the Queen. You go over there, and did you know in the South, these fucking slave owners were the richest people in the world at the time, the plantation owners. You know they were giving themselves humanitarian awards, awarding themselves. It's just like, okay, Sheila, the CEO for Facebook. Look her up. Trace her bloodlines. Multi-billionaire, on the border of Disney's everything, skull and bones, rat. You know, her husband, David, the fucking survey monkey. Okay? He ends up dead in Mexico. These are billionaires. These are fucking CIA rats from all the way to the top. Dead. This, you know, we love murder mysteries in the United States, right? This should be the #1 murder mystery ever. So they grandstand, hurry, throw him in the fucking ground, dead, fucking no. I mean, this happened so fast. Cancel the board of directors meeting, the shareholders meeting at Disney because she's on it. She's young. So Four Seasons, who's over there, has the best surveillance, they say, in any resort anywhere. Says not only did he not fall off no treadmill and hit his head, he was never on our property. Then, a few weeks later, they name a nuclear sub after her. I'm thinking she'll probably be, you know, on Hillary's freaking staff. And this election, come on. There are no elections anymore. They're all rigged. So this is just the crowning of the new puppet. They're just going to crown the new puppet. If you don't fucking believe it, Barack Obama did, you know, teach us what fucking alliance scum. I mean, fuck, think about those emotional speeches, how charismatic and how hard everybody fought to get him elected. Look what he did to us. Like I said, not the worst president, the worst. And let's get rid of this scumbag fucking of the Bush family, that fucking scumbag murdering cartel that they are. I mean, you think about that scumbag Bush administration. I mean, they walked from all the way. I knew we were fucking when Obama got elected, and he said, oh, we'll not look back. I says, oh, they got him a fucking new rat, and he looks like he's black when he's no more black than I'm fucking Bigfoot. We're fucked. And he's fucked us every which way but loose. And, then, you know, it's just like the fucking environmentalists, the Green Party. Somebody says, Grandma, Jill Stein, the only thing green about Jill Stein's a bank account. You know, it's just like in this article. They says, oh, well, money out this, me and Dana. There's a novel idea. Isn't that a novel idea? To set up some kind of donation page for activism. For God, that's a novel idea, isn't it? Let's see, Greenpeace draws how many $1 million a day? Fucking Sierra Club. I mean, crowdfunding, fucking GoFundMe fucking operation. That's a novel idea for an God, isn't that crazy that an activist who's full of cancer, another one that's in a wheelchair, if they're handicapped, they actually have to have money to do their work? Oh, my God. Well, that can't be. That can't be. People eat. People fucking have home payments. People have to travel. I thought they traveled for free. I thought Little Magic Dust fucking got him on those airplanes. I thought Little Magic Dust, they just sleep on a park bench. Fuck you, environmentalists. What a novel idea. Raising money for activism. God, that's never happened, has it? Fucking pathetic panty painter, softball, fucking pom-pom girls. Well, they ain't even that. They're shills. Now, that term has been overused fucking blatantly because, Alex Jones did us no justice on that. That whole crowd, everybody's a fucking shill when he's the shill. Up is down, black is white. Kaiser. Don't you love it? Don't you love it? You guys, you can forget. You got memories fucking so short, the world can forget. But let's get real. Do you know how hardcore and passionate a few years ago they were about pounding silver and gold? And I could prove it that fucking everybody did. They fucked everybody so hard. They had people buying at $1,700, $1,800, $1,600, $1,900 on gold, just hammering away, selling their fucking stocks, fucking buying. It's went down. It's getting ready to fuck go under 1,000. How about silver? Max Kaiser bet me $10,000 on the streets in Manhattan. Flipped the fucking coin with his face on it. He was betting me that it would go over 200. I said, you're out of your fucking mind. It went from 5 to 50. The bubble's over. He bet me. I bet him it would go under 20. This is when it was in the fucking 40s. So they're right in the 40s, 30s. It's what, 13, 12? They fucked you. Then they use this shield thing when they're the fucking shields. Consciously or subconsciously. They can be shield, but I don't know. But they sure recorded in their fucking hit. Look, these panty painter softball fuckers, go on fucking Nuclear News or go whatever, fucking whatever. It's simple. They're recording themselves in history. I'm smart enough to fucking understand this, that this genre is very different. The YouTube fucking genre is so fucking dynamic and so incredible and so amazing. It's the greatest fucking art form in fucking human history, bar none. It's instantaneous, and it's a fucking virtual library to fucking record history. So these people, and same with Facebook posts, same with everybody, these people have recorded themselves in history. Look, the greatest ecological catastrophe in human history, Fukushima, and it'll be undeniable, and that's the way it's going to play out, which it already is. They're going to look back and say, look at these fuckers. Look at these guys. It's a hydrogen blast. You remember it took a year and a half for me to convince anybody it was even a fucking meltdown. It's like they panic painter in San Onofre. They're still doing it. Form another commission, and you go to those commissions, this guy's got his glasses on, his hairspray. They all look just like Tim Cook. Tim Cook's the new uniform for fucking the passive-aggressive looting, robbing thieves. They all look exact. They got the same button-up fucking, shirt on, the same Levi's, the same pants, the same hairspray, the same glasses. It's the new fucking corporate fake fucking uniform. They all look like that, and they all talk like this while they're fucking you. The head of the fucking California Commission to decommission San Onofre, look up how much he makes. They don't do anything. The panty painter fucking activists down there, which evolved forward. When it used to be five. You want to talk about activists? How about fucking Donna? How about fucking Kerry Dixon? You either kill Black Fox or we will kill Black Fox. Like I said, how about JFK blown away? What else do I have to say? How about Rachel Carson? How about Kerry Dixon? How about fucking Edward Abbey? How about that fucking radical? I knew him. How about fucking Stegner? How about these fuckers? Yeah. How about Madeleine Rice? Wow. Yeah, Megan's mother. Oh, my God. These are the people, my dad. Fuck. Well, that's one we used to win. Why do we lose? Because they don't fight like them. They were fearless. Fucking fearless. Terry Dixon was a fucking Oklahoma, was a fucking school teacher. She was smart. She knew it. You don't have to be a fucking rocket scientist. Don't you love how they pulled that out that rocket scientists are somehow these elite intellectuals? There's nothing fucking rocket about this. It's like splitting the atom. So no. I used to laugh about it. You say, how do you guys think this is quantum physics? How do you think this is all fucking thing? He says, all it is uranium. No different than a coal. He says, so you go dig up coal out of the earth, or you go dig up uranium out of the earth. In fact, uranium leaves worse tailings than fucking coal. Then you fucking coal, you just fucking burn it, and creates electricity, turns the turbines, puts the smoke into the air. He says, all this is uranium's one more step. You start this heating chain reaction in the uranium, and then you take the Earth's water and put it on top of boiling. So he says, why don't you just take coal and boil the water on top of that and turn it into steam and call it clean? That's all it is. So she's like, they're building a nuclear reactor in Oklahoma. She's like, fuck this. And she would grassroot her with her megaphone fucking standing in her mouth, standing on the fucking her soapbox wherever she could go. You either fucking kill Black Fox or we're going to kill Black Fox. Because people like that are the greatest anti-nuclear accident because they got results. Frida Meisenblau, who just passed. I know Frida. I was at her house. Radical, hardcore, intense. She had a long talk with me. Boy. She burned a hole right through me. She got it. Intense. These people, so that's what we want. Why do we lose? We get the other side. We get the ignorant who fucking go babble on sure emotion. Ignorance with fucking emotions, very dangerous combination. You have to, it takes a long time to but people have learned. We have so many fucking enlightened, beautiful, incredible fucking actors have been born through my YouTube site. It's unbelievable. Through Dana's work. By the way, Dana's work, I want to talk a little bit about Dana's work. And by the way, he ain't going to jail for no 10 fucking years. He's handicapped, number one. He's going to get good legal counsel. And by the way, if they did put him in jail, that's the worst thing that would ever happen to the nuclear cartel. They want to martyr him, but I don't believe he'll go to jail for one day. They're going to put him on probation and neutering. That's what they want to do. That's what they're going to try to do. They want him neutered. But he's already done the work. The work stands. His dissertations that he used to do, they're so powerful and they're so all over. I was screaming and yelling. It's full blown out things. But the way he does with technology, uses the picture, shows the before and after picture. It's fucking powerful. He's so much better with IT than I am. Now, I'm an artist and I've been on this since, how I've gone from day one, calling it out in the Cassandra-like fucking way. There's been so many beautiful, smart, intelligent fucking people that have had to learn, and they've learned. There are fucking literally thousands and thousands of new Kerry Dixons, new Rachel Carsons, new John Kennedys that are out there, and you don't even know about them yet, but you will. Oh, you will. In the early days, the old professor called me. He says, you're like Johnny Appleseed. That's what you are. I'm not going to quit. It's just like fighting cancer. I'm going to battle on. The doctors think it's just a fucking... you ever think that you'd be just happy that it's just a staph infection? That's all. So, I've gotten to be able to read my blood work so well. So of course you're going to have a little bit of elevated white count because there's an infection in your body. But it wasn't that elevated, which is a good thing. But I jumped early. But I saw the other counts. My platelet counts were pretty fucking consistent. So, and we don't need no bone marrow biopsies. Let's hope not. And so we'll see what it does the next few days, but I think that's what it is, Put you on the antibiotics, which I haven't been on anything for so long. So, I got staph infections inside my central line twice and almost passed inside there from the infections. It was hardcore. They run I call them the ketchup tests. And those nurses are so great down there. So, the little Tabasco bottles they look like, 17 of them, times 3. That's how much blood they have to take out of your central line. And they culture every single one of them because they know you get a fucking staph infection while you're under because your neutrophils are 0. You got to realize, I went through Harris CM squared, the hardest core fucking chemo you can go through, 3 times. They wanted 5 and my body wouldn't recover anymore. What the fuck? My immune system fucked up. I'm trying to get it back. I think we know, I've had a battle with my immune system my whole life. And we know there's so much similarities. That's why Marshall got the HIV, which HIV, this whole AIDS thing, whatever, I still say all these diseases for the most part are nuclear fallout has changed the DNA of everyone post little boy. They caused all these things. It takes so many fucking... Einstein says, will the human evolve, the human biology and the human DNA evolve to handle radiation? He says, sure. Take about 100 generations. It's so acute. It's unarguable. Like these professors or whatever say, oh, there's no data. Bullshit. That's such a lie. The data's right there. It's everywhere. The United States government data is very, very freaking good that was done in the 50s, 60s. It's all over out there in the 70s. The data exists. You know, these guys want to go out and do their fucking pathetic fucking regurgitation of stuff they're not even looking at. I mean, this is a new world post for 11/11. A new world, a new fucking activist, a new brand. It has to be. You know, the reaction has to match the action. You know, I'm a counterculturist. Oh, hell yeah, a real one. Artist? Oh, yeah. Yeah, for I see for miles and miles. And this battle and this fight, it goes on. It goes on. My battle and my fight goes on. We're going to fight these motherfuckers. And anybody who's panty painting this, they're not anti-nuclear. They're pro-nuclear. To panty paint and softball this is to be pro-nuclear. Now remember I said that. To panty paint and softball this issue is to the best. You are pro. You are fucking killers, mass murderers, hairspray masquerade, because we know the false equivalency fucking doesn't fucking it in any issue. It actually empowers the other side. They know that, you know. They said, they're giving me shit about fucking raising money. Fucking, I don't raise that much money. You know, I barely get by. Look what I do. Look where I've been. Look what the things I accomplish with it. The teeny money. But look at them. Who's funding them? Nuclear PR machines? Edelman? I mean, who's funding them? We know. I mean, it's so outrageous. You know, we have the First Amendment in the United States. I mean, I have the right to say whatever the fuck I want. I mean, this is the United States. I have the right to say whatever the fuck I want. And so do you if you live in the U.S. You don't in Canada. You don't in England. You don't in Australia. You know, my candidate Robin Hood is, you know, the Robin Hood Party. I'll be doing a lot of work with her. Second she becomes president, because you don't even have to do any legal executive order like these rats do. These executive orders are against the law. All of them, Bush, Obama. But as the president, you become commander-in-chief over the biggest military in human history. You know, if the military would fucking jump on our side, which they are, Cartwright fucking became anti-nuclear. That's the 5-star Marine. If, you know, the Navy, he wanted, look, the Admiral of the Navy wanted all of Japan evacuated. There's 2 million military personnel. He said inside the situation, he said it over and over, and he stuck for months. He says, not only, I want all Navy and Marine personnel evacuated off the island of fucking Japan. Now. He stuck to that. Obama made him stand down. So they need to break. That's our only hope. Our only hope is the United States military. It's that big. It's that massive. If we get some people in the United States military starting to break ranks and say, fuck, wait a minute, whoa, you know, we could have entombed it, we should have. We could have bombed fucking BP shut. We could have, we should. We could have fucking, you know, natural gas, or the methane gas that's fucking leaking fucking California. We could fucking get it shut off. We didn't, we couldn't. So, because Obama tells us to stand down. The worst human being in the history of the environment, bar none. Barry Dunham. Barry Dunham, a.k.a. Barack Obama. What a fucking piece of shit he turned out to be. I mean, look at this fucking guy. And then you got the guy, we walk peace and fuck. I'm a carpenter with a hammer. I was at the Climate March. I got kicked out of the march for a while, but I was right up the front by Al Gore's bitch. But, you know, how many people were in that parade? The parade was amazing. And I've never seen anything like it. Never seen anything like it. Amazing. It's incredible. I stood right at the front, our group, and we watched the whole fucking parade. I got interviewed 16 times. So I refused to do interviews. So in February of 2013 or 14, I said, okay, January, I did a YouTube video. I said, fuck it, I'll do interviews with everybody and anybody. I did 90 of them in 60 days. I was on trailers for some of the most insane people in fucking history. I really felt insane, this kind of, because you got to realize the radical fucking, insane fucking evangelical, deep fucking radical right, Johnny got his gun, gold's fucking God, is going to save us, self-fulfilling prophecy. They got this because of their anti-Obama, because of the cover-up. Oh my God. Some of the interviews I did, fucking wow. I remember a guy, him and his wife, somewhere in there, doing a podcast, and he says to me, he says, well, isn't it true that Fukushima is the only fucking reactor that's built like this in the world? And he was dogmatic on it. I said, whoa, wait a minute. I cut him off. These are Mach 1, Mach 2s, GEs. They're everywhere. They're all over the United States. Because that's the problem. America, drunk on fucking ignorance and proud of. These people are pathetically ignorant. I did some of the interviews, I was a fine actor fucking, well, I just fucking, I can't do this. These people are fucking insane. And then you try to do the interview, they're interviewing you, and they just, they're talking because they've jumped into it, so they're the expert on nuclear, when they just did a little bit of work for fucking 20 minutes leading up to the interview. Just radical fucking insanity they would babble, just fucking spew like diarrhea out of their mouths. More, you know how many people I did interviews told me that Chernobyl was worse than Fukushima? Fucking dozens and dozens. I'm like, are you fucking nuts? My God. So we fight on, my health, I feel better today. We'll see how it goes. Yeah. I don't think it's a cancer back. I really don't. I hope it's not. Time will tell in the next few days, but I really don't think it is. And so, I think I would have some other signs. And the blood looks pretty fucking good. The doctor, she agrees with me, but there's no way to really know. See, that's what people don't understand about these diseases. They start out, it's very subtle sometimes, or whatever, and then they can evolve fucking so fast. I went from 170 to 130 in 3 weeks. Misdiagnosed. I look back at my quack beach. Like, I told myself it's snowing, I'm in my car, my arm's so fucked up I can't even raise it, I'm a lot of pain. I said, you're really going to drive 40 miles in this fucking nightmare blizzard in the middle of the fucking night? Instead of going to McQuackD or fucking Ogden Regional. And I told myself, I've said this many times, if somebody put a gun to my head and told me I had to go to the emergency room at McQuackD, I would take the bullet. They're ideologues. My scar across my face, they should have set my nose that night, and they didn't. They fucked me. When I went in there with my cancer, they fucked me so fucking hard. Do you think I can get an attorney to sue them? So I drove the 40 miles. Gladly so. It's amazing how different. That hospital is incredible. The culture they've developed at that hospital, it's a culture. It's amazing. I cannot say enough about that place. And I've been in every single fucking room in that building, every single fucking tech. I've had every procedure you could think to man on me. Their staff, their employees, even their maids, the people. It's an incredible place built on love. And they don't fuck around. They're there to help you. They're not ideologues. They're there to fucking do what's, I get down there, they shove that fucking IV me in so fast, what works right fucking now, and, they're ready. There's only one way you really know. Bone marrow biopsies. We made the decision a long time ago not to have any. I can't handle them. And it's not just the thing. Fucking sitting on pins and needles waiting for those results. Those are the worst days of my life. In 2012, in April, when I had to wait for those results, when they thought I was going to die. Everybody, even the doctors thought I was going to die. It was over in 2012. Remember I did that poem out there by my old dad's potato digger and did that prayer. My grandparents came to me in that fucking dream. And, I think everybody thought I was going to die because I wasn't recovering. They used 3 rounds, they wanted 5, to get you ready for the bone marrow biopsy, and it wasn't happening with me. And so, Finbo, he's like, well, maybe we take a chance with not. And, I had to make that choice. It didn't look like, I was over here by McKay because my mom had cancer at the same time. My mom got breast cancer at the same time. She was in there, and I'm waiting for the results. I'm laying on the same McQuackD fucking lawn because I'd been visiting her. I was out waiting. They'd bone marrow through one last time. You're waiting. I didn't hear anything all day. Then the next day I'm like, oh, fuck. Because they're life and death. And I know that. I know enough about this disease. So I call finally down there. I said, hey, I need to, it's the most stressful time in my entire life. By many times. She said, the Dr. Mitchell wants to talk to you. I'm like, oh, no. I knew right then. I was sure. They're going to start prepping me for death now. It's over. Because they'd bought. And she called me the day, and she actually, her voice was crackling. And you got to realize, for a doctor in oncology, that doesn't happen. Kevin, we see a little bit of hope in there. We really do. We see a little bit of improvement. We think that maybe your body is turning, whatever. You're fighting the way you're doing this. So we want to meet with you tomorrow, and we want to change the whole direction on this treatment, all of it. So I go in there, and I meet with them, and Julie, who's born the exact same day as me, the exact day, year, and one of my doctors, a Jersey girl, and my caseworker and my guy, and we sit there, and we talk, and it's like, Kevin, you're a freak. We don't know why, but there's another guy named Brian Morris, but, what you're doing, keep doing it. Give me some advice, but your intensity and everything, because, we're seeing a little bit of a miracle going on with you, maybe. So we don't think you can handle the transplant anyway. I mean, I was not in a good situation for it, with donors. And, by the way, a young woman in Manhattan. I mean, if you're young and worried, that's the best thing you can do. Two things. You can donate to the Red Cross, because I had hundreds of blood transfusions, literally, over and over and over and over. And, without people donating their a bone marrow fucking donation literally has saved so many people's lives. Literally. It's all or nothing. So I made the choice not to have the bone marrow. The first person they know of on earth to willingly do AML de novo. I mean, there's other people that have done it, but not willingly. They sent them home to die. Did die, including Brian Morris. He used to come in my room and pep talk me. He's amazing, man. A lot like me. Hence, old school Utah. We're old school Utah. I'm old school Utah. They capped and took everything away from us. But you go back 40, 50 years in Utah, here, even in the 70s, Oklahoma here, whatever, hardcore, fierce defenders of the environment, fiercely defended the environment. Not now. Everybody's on the fucking winning team. We've been had, so people think it's radical and abstract to do what I do. It wasn't that long ago. Intensity, the fight, it has to be that way. We've educated a lot of fucking people. And there's been a lot of great keyboard activists, a lot of people that have really moved around, done incredible work. The best ones like Janet, they're intense. It has to be that way. This is the United States of America, home of the brave, not the coward. We need to fucking show our youth and our children that we're just brave. I am not afraid. For I've been through the valley of the shadow of death. I fear no evil. I will not be afraid. I will not fight cancer in a fear fucking way. I will not fight them. I will not let them intimidate me. I will not be afraid. I'm not afraid of them. Take my life. If they want to kill me, if they do whatever, then so fucking be it. But I'm not going to live my life in fear. That's what America's done. 9/11, the whole fucking tower complex, the whole military. America's turned into a bunch of fucking, and we live the economy of fear. They've preyed on us, and that's how we live. We live afraid. What's that old song? That little cliche about a go-go. I think it was Berlin Carla. I used to be afraid, but I'm not anymore. I've never been afraid. And I hope a lot of people that have looked to this fight and gone along are not afraid anymore. Because to be afraid is to die. Our forefathers knew that. And this far-right fucking radical, this neo fucking inner fucking left fucking bullshit, it's not bad. 2 plus 2 is still 4. You can stretch me out, Wilson. 2 plus 2 is 4. It's not 3 or 5 or all of the above at the same time. 1 plus 1 is 2. 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 plus 2 is 4. You're not going to torture me into it. You're not going to torture me into fucking saying that Fukushima is not the greatest ecological catastrophe. You're not going to fucking do it. You can fucking use every tool, every fucking panty painter thing. You come at me from all fucking angles. Doesn't fucking matter. It's not going to work. Because you will never get to me. Never. Never. Like I said, I'm not taking a call third strike. I'm going down swinging. And these panty painters and these fucking false equivalents of fucking rats are literally killing us. Literally killing us. What I put up with for the fucking day, the attacks that I'm under by these fucking low IQ fucking who they play on, these fucking pussies. They want to fight, let's fight. You want to get in my face, let's do it. I mean, I'm not afraid of any of you fuckers. Panty painter rats. Working for the fucking machine. to be a fake anti-nuclear activist is pro-nuclear. They're the best thing. They are the killers. Fake activists are killers. The panty painters, Michelangelo, are killing us. 1 + 1 is 2. 2 + 2 is 4. 2 + 2 is 4. Stay in tune.
Fighters, all hands on deck, all hands on deck, all hands on deck. All nuclear fighters, all hands on deck, all hands on deck, all hands on deck. They'll be calling you a radical. Engage.